Sarah Beamer, and today I'm going to talk to you about Google Slides. So, Google Slides is basically the Google version of PowerPoint from Microsoft, and it is essentially a slideshow. Now, the awesomeness, yes, I made that word. The awesomeness of Google Slides is that it does also have many different things you can use it for other than just creating a slideshow or a presentation. But for this video, I just want to start with the basics so that way you kind of understand its layout and its original intended purpose before we start talking about some of the other things you can do with it. So first thing you're going to start with is you need to be in your Google account. I am currently in my Google Drive, and I'm going to click my plus button for new, and I'm going to select Google Slides. Now, if you are just in plain Google, you can click waffle and click on slides. Either way will work. So let's go to Google Slides. You can start from a template or you can start with a blank presentation. Today I'm going to start with a blank presentation. So this is my blank presentation. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do is I want to title it. So up here is your toolbar. So it has many of the same things as Google Docs or, well, basically Google Docs, but it also has some new aspects as well. It is capable of pretty much doing, in my experience, everything I've done in PowerPoint, I was able to do on Google Slides now. The nice thing about Google Slides compared to PowerPoint is that Google Slides is online, so it goes practically anywhere with you. You don't have to save it to a little flash drive and then upload it to whatever computer you're using. It also works on a Chromebook. So anywhere that has internet, you can use Google Slides. So I'm just going to kind of create a slideshow of a lesson that I would teach my fifth graders, and that way you could see the different tools that it has. So I'm going to do one on similes and metaphors. So I'm going to click up here in the top. Well, actually, I'm just going to title it right here. I'm going to title it Similes. All right, so simile and metaphor. That's not centered anymore, so let's go ahead and center that. There we go. And then I don't need this one. I mean, I guess you could write Sarah Beamer if you were really doing that. Now, I want my title of my document to be simile and metaphor. So if I just click right here under rename, it automatically names it whatever I had here. Or you could just retype it. So I might want to say lesson or intro lesson. There we go. All right, I want to add a new slide. You can click the plus button to add a new slide. Here's the undo button if you choose not to. If you don't like that slide and you want a different one, you have all these other options here. Remove myself. So I want to just start with one that talks about similes. So I'm going to do one that has a title and a body, and we'll have simile. Okay. And then here I'm going to say what it is. A simile is a comparison of two, I'm going to bold this, unlike, oh look, it's pre-filling it in for me, things using the words like or as. Okay. And then I want to give an example. His feet were as big as boats. Okay. And then let's say I want to add an image here. I want an image of big feet. So we can go up to Insert, Image, and you can either upload from your computer if you already have one you know you want. Search your web. If you have one in your Drive, you can do that. If you have one on Google Photos, you can, or you could take one with the camera. I'm just going to do a quick search on the web here and type in big feet cartoon image. I don't want to see someone's real big feet. All right. Well, I guess we could go with this one. So click it, hit insert, and now I have these two ginormous feet. And we had the word boats in there too, right? So let's insert an image, search the web, boat. Okay. Oh, I did click and drag that time instead of inserting. I do want to crop this because it has a little bit of extra white in there. So let's just crop that and click off of it. There we go. And make this guy a little bit smaller. See how the feet are behind him? I want the feet in front. So if I right click, order, I can click bring to front, and it'll bring the feet right in front of that boat. And the feet as big as the boat? Close enough. Feet are big as the boat. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Let's add a new slide. New slide. Let's do another one, another example. Let's do the trees are like a canopy protecting the, protect the road. Okay. I want this guy to be a little bit bigger in font. Okay. And I'm going to add an image of a canopy of trees over a road. So trees over a road. And I'm just doing a regular Google image search. And I like this one, so I'm going to click. Oh, that one's nice. Nope, I like this one better. All right, I'm going to click, drag it up until it goes to the tab that has my Google Slides. Bring it down and let go. And now I have my image here. Can I make it bigger? And maybe, let's resize this guy so we can bring him down here. There we go. All right, let's do another one. Let's do a metaphor. I do also have like more examples of similes, but I'm ready to just move on to metaphor just for this example. How did I do this one? I italicized it. A metaphor states that one thing is something else. It is a comparison, but it does not use like or as to make the comparison. And an example is her hair is silk. Okay, let's do insert an image. Actually, let's go over here. Woman hair like silk. By the way, that is not a metaphor, but I was just looking to see. Is there one where she's not in it? There we go. She's not in the background. All right, drag up, let go, and there we go. All right, let's do another example, the metaphor. The field is a rainbow of colors. Okay. Make this guy smaller. Let's make him big. Well, how big was this guy? 28.5. Let's highlight him. 28.5. And then I need a colorful field. Ooh, look at that. Those are gorgeous. All right, so up here, click, drag. You can't see, there we go. Let go. And then we can resize. Actually, I'm probably going to put it up here like this. Resize, bring this guy down. Okay, and I'm actually going to center him too, because I like that better in the center. This one, it's kind of in the center, but we're definitely going to make it in the center for effect. And then we got an example. All right, so let's say I wanted to do a little mini quiz. Now, I personally would put this in a Nearpod and then use the quiz feature in Nearpod to get students to interact with this slideshow with me. However, if you chose not to use Nearpod and you just wanted to do a discussion quiz, we can do a mini quiz here. So I actually am going to add a slide that's more of a title slide, and I'm going to title it Quiz Time. Let's see how you do. All right, now, if you notice, I added a blank slide before I added the quiz time, but I want quiz time first. So I'm actually going to click and drag it up, and now it's before it. So let's start with question 1. Question 1 is, the moon was a giant face smiling down. Now I want to do something where they have to think metaphor or simile. So I'm going to put a shape here. So I just click the shape, whoops. I click the shape button here, or you can do insert, shape, and I'm going to put a square, a rectangle, and I'm going to double click to type in it. So simile, and I'm going to make this font like, I don't know, 50. I'm going to center it. I'm going to change the inside of the box. So I want that color to be, let's do orange. Let's not do orange. Let's do blue. Let's not do blue. Okay, pick a color, Sarah. And then oops, I misspelled that. Right click, select simile. All right, I want this exact same box. Ooh, wait, I want the outline to be bolder. So I'm going to pick black, and I'm going to make it 4 point. Yeah. All right. I want the same box, but I want a different color, and I want the same metaphor. So I'm going to right click on it, copy, paste. I'm just going to drag it over. I'm going to double click simile and type metaphor. Ooh, it's not going to fit. All right, just make it a little bit smaller. 39. Okay, let's make this 39 so it matches. And then let's change this guy to a different color. Let's do orange. Okay, so now students can tell you simile or metaphor. All right, let's make another one. So I want to keep the same layout, but what I want to do, I'll make this a little bit bigger. What I want to do is I want to keep these guys, and I don't want to make the time to have to remake all this. So I'm actually going to go over here and right click and click duplicate slide. I have the exact same slide, and now I can just change the next quiz question. And our next quiz question is, the lake was as smooth as glass. And now I have both questions. Okay, this is bothering me. I'm going to click both of them and just scooch it over using my arrow keys. Oh, no, I moved them. Undo. So to select these both, in case you're wondering, I selected one, held the shift key, selected the other, and then just moved it over using my arrow key. All right. Now let's say I want to add like an answer here. So I selected the slide and hit a new slide button, and then here I can type in the answer. Answer. Let's see. The moon was a giant face smile. That is a metaphor. Let's make this like 100. Yeah, and center. All right. Smooth as glass. Let's add a slide. Let's type in answer. And was as smooth as a simile. Which apparently I constantly spell simile wrong. All right, let's make that. What did I do? 100 last time? Yeah. And then center. All right. So now I have some examples. Now let's go ahead and do some formatting aspect here. Okay. So see how these are plain and they're white and I guess they're not plain. They are pretty. You can start there. If you want to add your own background color, you can click background. You can change the color. You can choose an image, or you can do a theme. So let's go ahead and do a theme, and you can choose from any of these themes, and it will change it on all of them. Now, it does change kind of some of your fonts. It does change the style. I usually just kind of do my own thing with it, but you are welcome to go with any theme you'd like. I'm just trying to find one that I'm like really sold on. Oh, I do like that. All right, so now that I have my theme, I just might need to make sure some things are such. So much for centering that. Okay, now let's talk about your presenting. So it's time to teach your lesson. You want to click present. And now you have your lesson, simile and metaphor. All right, so you have arrow buttons here to go through each lesson. Or you can use your over arrow key to teach your lesson. Escape will get you out of that. And then let's say you want to add some transitions. So you can click on transition and you can choose whatever kind of transition you want. So we have dissolve. You can click play and you'll see what that looks like. You can speed it up, slow it down. You can choose press stop. You can choose, there it is, like a slide from right, press play to see what that looks like, stop. I personally like to slide to left. Good. And then you can hit apply to all slides. So now when you present, it will slide to the next item. Escape out of that. Another option you can do with slides here is you can do object animation. So like right here, let's say I want this to show up first, and then my example. So I would click on transition. I would select, well, I'd have to have these as two separate text boxes, but I can select this, select add animation. I can fade in. I can do all these items here. And we can have it fade in on the click, or you can have, nope, stop. Or you can have it fade in after previous. We'll just do let's do after previous. You can decide how fast you want it to go. And where's the save button? Okay, that is saved. So now I want my two images to come in at the same time. So I'm going to select them both, click add animation. And let's see what that looks like. Nope, I don't want it to fade in. I want it to fade in with the, oh, that was really fast. Stop. Let's slow that guy down. Boop. Okay, let's play now. Stop. All right, let's just do. Oh, it's because I had with previous. I want it after previous. There we go. That works for me. Okay, so now that I've got all these animations in, I click present. And there we go. And then we just move on to the next thing. So there are many things you can do with Google Slides. This is just the basics, just the beginning. I mean, there's so many tools up here of things you can do. I mean, you could change, you can change the image, you can add a background to it, you can make it darker background. I mean, there's just so many different things you can do in here. Charts, diagrams, word art, but I recommend just starting with the basics, something like this, and then as you get comfortable, continue working through it and trying new things. So I hope you found this video informative and helpful, and I hope you give it a go. Have a great day. Bye.